One of the most common questions that we get related to claims is whether or not damage from trees is covered, and that can relate to homeowners insurance and it can relate to auto insurance. And so with homeowners insurance, the answer is kind of it depends. And so damage to the trees themselves typically are not covered. So if you have a big tree that just falls down in your yard, doesn't cause any damage to a fence or the house or another structure, that's typically not covered. So in order to have coverage, it needs to damage something that's covered by the policy. So the house or another structure, which is like a fence, a shed, a barn, anything like that. And then there's typically coverage. So one of the things that you'll just want to talk to your agent about is whether or not there are any sublimits for debris removal, which can happen in a policy. Typically, you're not going to be limited for the tree that causes damage, but similarly, if other trees fall that didn't cause damage, that might not be covered by your insurance policy. So just check with us. We can help you navigate that process. And typically, auto is straightforward. If the tree falls on your car and you have comprehensive coverage on your vehicle, that will be a covered claim subject to your comprehensive deductible. Another common question we get is trees that are right on a property line. So it might be your tree and it damages the neighbor's property, or the neighbor's tree which damages your property. Typically, the insurance policy that is going to respond is going to be whoever's property is damaged. So if your neighbor's tree falls on your house, it's going to be your homeowner's policy that responds to repair and pay for the damage. So the exception to that would be if you can prove that the neighbor was negligent, and what that means is the tree was clearly, at risk of falling. You've proof that you had sent them letters or notices, and a court determines that they are, liable for those damages. However, even in those situations, you're going to start with your own insurance company, and then the insurance company is going to go after the neighbor or their insurance policy to recover the funds. So if they're successful in that, then you might get the deductible back from your home policy.